What's up guys, welcome back to another video, and today we will be doing a scenario of what if Germany was never formed. So make sure to like and subscribe and let's get into it. So basically this is it. Hanover, Bavaria down south, they're all kind of disunited, but the city-states and stuff are in a faction. It's basically between the North German coalition and the South German Confederation. So let's see what's going to happen. And also, Kingdom of Prussia actually has some really good focus trees here, like unification, and they can do the Franco-Prussian War again maybe, and try and form the German nation with probably conquest or maybe peaceful diplomacy as well. But looking at Prussia, they are actually alright. And let's see at the other big contender here. It looks like, oh god, Mr. Schmittler is still in this world. He took over basically Bavaria, I see. And now he's going to demand a Southern Union. Okay, this is going to be insane. Now Schmittler, it's basically Schmittler and the Kaiser in a battle. And then these are just little city-states that are basically little puppets to fight, or pawns in this. Anyway, having looked at the other nations, oh yeah, I forgot, Italy has a tracked focus tree. France, you're kind of boring, and then Britain, yeah, and no, Papa's gonna become a unification of the exiles. That means he's gonna die from a Rasputin man in the Siberian wilderness again. No! Well, meanwhile, Japan is, we don't know yet, but probably going to go boring. And yeah, and let's just have a look at the Yeehaw Yankees, and they're just going normal. I can see that. So I just realized here, Hanover has its own focus tree, and it's reaching out to Italy, and they're not accepting Prussian dominance. No, they are going their own, and they could also try and form the German nation. So it's basically a competition between Prussia, Hanover, and Mr. Schmittler. It's basically all of these guys to get to unite Germany in a nutshell. And they even have Anschluss in this. Bavaria can Anschluss time Austria, that's nice. But they all need to get to more manpower, like Schmittler needs 150,000 men. Prussia needs, how many, 500k I'm pretty sure? Yeah, so we need to start making more men. That came out wrong, which they are, so that's good. Alright, so the Spanish Civil War has begun, and I wonder what that means. Is Schmittler going to send forces to nationalist Spain? Or even can he? I do not know. And also, yeah, these guys are looking good, and I don't think he can because he doesn't have enough divisions, and that is just sad for Germany. Well, Italy can easily send that many divisions, so nationalist Spain's actually going to be weaker off, like if it was just a normal German Civil War. Like that, so that's kind of weird. And also, Germany's looking alright, just made some more units. It's basically a race to kill each other, and they're all trying to make fortresses, which is weird, but why not? Also, a creepy thing to note is Yugoslavia is having a mental breakdown, making puppets, so it'll eventually just be in a little corner right here in Belgrade, where it'll be dying with all these puppets around them, somehow still getting factories because they're like really small puppets. And also, yeah, oh my god, my brain's breaking. Denmark has Jutland and basically has a puppet around Schleswig-Holstein. So that did happen. Oh yeah, and then the Germans came knocking on the North Confederation to form that. And then of course here's Big Prussia. They're about to have be done ready, and they are having a great economy right now, like maybe better than normal Germany, while Schmittler is not doing too well. He needs to get 150k, so he might actually make it though. Yeah, but only 26 factories, that's the issue. Meanwhile in Hanover, they're just preparing to die, honestly. I don't know what they're gonna do. They're just gonna hit Italy. Hanover wants us to force Bavaria. Oh my god. Alright, so Hanover's plan is to just backstab people, and that's how they're going to strike at Prussia. Do not know how, but somehow they will. Alright. And then we have Dick Prussia that's just going to murder them. But Italy could get involved, which might happen actually. So the Russian Civil War, yep, has begun with these people, aka the Rasputin boys, trying to murder Papa. I don't know why they would try to hurt Gloria's Papa. Like, why would you want to hurt this amazing man? I know. So there's probably going to be a fight, and these Russians are probably going to win with all those rebellions spreading in Ukraine, Belarus, and the Caucasus, and especially here. And I wonder if they'll get the PP state as an independent nation. I wonder. So Bavaria, aka Mr. Schmittler, just gobbled up his little friends around here, which is kind of weird. Why would you murder your little friends? And he can also invite Hungary to the South German Confederation. Do not know why. And here we go. Prussia's doing unification thing, so they're also trying to take up. Well, Hanover's joined the East Asian Co-Prosperity Sphere for some reason, and China's at war with basically everyone in China. So, total sense. Alright, so what's going to happen in the unification campaign? Oh no, they just got a bunch of puppets now. Oh, they just got a bunch more friends. Here. That's good for them. I guess for the North German coalition, so now they're up front near the South German Confederation. So basically, I'm consolidating, I guess. I actually have no clue. Alright, the first war has begun between Prussia and Alnot, this little city-state, I guess. Don't know how it's important because they're about to die now. NGG, that was a really hard war for the Prussians because the Alnot was so strong. I know. They are the most powerful nation ever. Who would ever underestimate them? And these boys are just working for the big daddy Prussia, who's probably going to unite Germany. Unless Hanover somehow does it because of Japan helping. Now they're justifying on Mecklenburg, which is guaranteed by the UK, which means Japan's also going to be at war with the UK because of this little war. And there's 100% world tension? What? No, Japan's just justifying the Soviets, which sparked world tension. Thank you, Japan. I love you so much. Uwu for causing chaos. Yay. Yeah, says a faction member justifying war goals. And yep, Crimea is the first basically to rebel, I guess. And the Russians are accepting that and letting them live. While these guys are just vibing, probably about to murder Mr. Schmittler down here, which is just making a fort line to prepare for his death and get into the Zafira bunker. Alright, so it looks like here Germany's about to, kill Prussia, aka Bavaria's about to be murdered by strong Prussia. And also, when's that justification happening with them starting a massive world war? Alright, thank you, random, what's his name again? Yeah, Hermann Goering. Yeah, he's just gonna start World War II, because the British have to get intervened. And then, yep, he's just vibing, and now, no, are you talking to me that, Ukraine's there, and now there's, random countries joining East Prosperity Sphere for some God knows reason. And also, Japan's at war with the Provisional Russian Government. And also, yeah, Uzbekistan's kind of looking thick, And also, Ukraine's looking kind of nice, being strong. But, Crimea had to get murdered. So that's not going to be nice. Ukraine can fight, right? Like, they can beat these Soviets, right? Yeah, hopefully. Keyword hopefully. And now Communist China's on the pro-prosperity sphere. What's happening here? Oh god, okay, China's about to be killed because everyone hates China. Even the Chinese hate China. And that's what's happening right now. And then crush the Prussian menace, and the war goal is there. And they're also at war with the Soviets, all because Japan. And now, are they going to get into it? Mecklenburg? Are they going to invade Mecklenburg? No, but they're going to increase taxes. Because that's really what they should do, be increasing taxes. Build factories across the land side, and there we go, France has joined the Allies. And now Großheinst is now kind of fricked. Now they're at war with Japan, so everyone's at war with Japan and this little nation that should join the Allies. And also China's joined the Allies. So can the Allies send, and Italy's joined the pro-prosperity sphere while murdering Yugoslavia, when Yugoslavia invaded Albania and killed it. Ah, I see. And also the Prussians can invite no one, no. And now Mr. Schmittler's declared war on oh god, good old Prussia. So now Prussia's at war. Alright, and bye Schmittler. Jesus Christ, that's quick. Oh god, the Prussians are just going at it. Can the fort hold though? Can Schmittler's Führer bunkers hold, I guess? And oh yeah, Kursk yeah, that's how I pronounce this. War of the Soviets now. Totally makes sense. Jesus Christ, we don't talk about Russia. Well, Italy's sinking boats and hopefully gets murdered. And how is Japan going to surrender unless there's a proper naval invasion? I hope to God that Japan gets murdered so there can be a peace deal, while Prussia is doing nothing at all. Come on, Prussia, you just need to invade. Well, Romania's now at war with Bulgaria. Don't know why, but it's not going to go well. And Holland's gone fascist, and they're going to justify in Romania. Alright, that's going to happen, I guess. Well, Prussians, can you please attack Bavaria? Like, who cares if millions of people die? I honestly don't care if millions of people die. This is still failing. They've pushed across the river, but still, what, retreating? What just happened there? I don't know. That little tile's unaccompanied. You know that, right, Hanover? Don't know why they don't know that. And also, yeah, Italy's getting slaughtered as well, and Armenia is now a nation. Genocide. Anyway, yeah, and Germany's better do something against the Germans in the Führer bunker. So Austria's at war with Czechoslovakia, and Czechoslovakia is with the Allies, and that means Austria hasn't joined anyone yet, but they have a war goal on Hungary. Are they trying to reform Austria-Hungary? Oh wait, they have a focus tree, I realized that. Wait, they have a focus tree? Okay, and now Poland's getting intervened in this, invading Czechoslovakia as well. And also Lithuania. So this is proper World War II, boys, because of Hanover. Thank you, Hanover. Mastery of the Balkans. What the hell is this? The main Czechoslovakia, Großdeutschland. Alright, well, I didn't know that was happening. Alright. And they aren't in any faction. I think they should join one. Can they? Yeah, they would accept. They can. Czechoslovakia now. Yep, Czechoslovakia is properly fighting. I hope it goes well for them. And they have no friends to help them, aka the French and the British. But at least they declared war and are helping out because they're good old pals, right? And also, Prussia, please attack. And also, Brazil's joined this. Yay. Because Venezuela's with Italy. So the Prussians at war with German Reich, Italia, and the co-prosperity sphere. Oh god. And also Hanover as well. Oh, can the Germans hold on? And as well, Lithuania. So this is kind of insane, but the Germans are going to rush through here, I guess. And hopefully kill them. And why are they talking about docking rights? Yeah, we don't care about docking rights. But the Germans need to do an offensive here if they want to survive, I guess, because the Italians are going to come soon. Now, Argentina's at war with Chile. Do not know why that matters. Alright, yeah. Bye-bye, Hanover. And they can also invite Latvia to the faction. Alright, so Lithuania's D-Dayed. Iron Wolf Lithuania has officially D-Dayed. Oh my god. The D-Day's happening in Wilhelmshaven. Oh yeah, they're also war with Poland as well. And now the North German Confederation has also formed. Alright, so we're going to have a proper Germany now. North German Confederation. They're going to be thick and strong. And now they're murdering Poland. Just a casual German thing to do in their pastime. We all know that, right? Yeah. Just a casual thing to do, you know. I see how they're casually murdering Poland. Now Hungary's in this war as well now. Yay. And also the offensive is kind of happening and doing well for the Bavarians here, and then everywhere else it's just a massive failure. And also Turkmenistan's a country. And where's PP State? PP State should be its own country. That is the truth. And doing well for Bavaria a bit better, and now the first pushes by Bavaria with Mr. Schmittler is happening. Well, Poland's not going to exist for much longer. Yeah, they're dead. And the thick German Confederation is just gobbling up everyone. And they're about to go deal with the South, Alsace-Lorraine, and then form the German nation, or they're going to do the Franco-Prussian War. That is the question. And do they just need to control all German coals? That doesn't mean occupy. I see. And then around the Maginot, so we're going to have a massive war against Prussia. So basically Prussia's about to get its butt kicked, it looks like. Alright, well that's not good for them. North German Confederation, because France and the Allies are going to basically come and wreck everything. Unless they fail miserably, because Germany is actually looking really strong. Except, is the Navy good? Actually has an alright Navy. That is nice. And it has a lot of factories as well. Except for these in Hesse and Frankfurt from revolting, I guess. Alright, now Japan and Sino. Yeah, once Warsaw falls, it's basically done for Flengis Poland, or the Polish National Republic. Alright, that's a weird name, but they're going to die while the Bavarian push is doing alright, it looks like. And more pushing is happening. Well, Latvia can join, and that's basically it. And Romania. Latvia, Romania can join in the war. So that's also good for North German Confederation. If they can invite them, I guess. But now the counteroffensive has begun in Bavaria, and that means they've pushed against the forts now from disorganization. And that's how they messed it up. Yep. The fort line here is kind of broken, so I guess it's kind of doomed for the Bavarians if they start pushing more. And now North German Confederation is... What's happened now? North German Confederation is at war with basically the world. In a nutshell, oh god. That's not good for them, I guess. They actually pushed against the Maginot at least. Oh wait, there's no Maginot line, there's a sort of Maginot line, I guess. And also, yeah, Bavaria's at war with them as well, for the French, for some reason. Do not know how, but they are. And now Chile, Argentina exists now. Do not know why and do not know how. And I do not want to know how and why. Or the push here is kind of stalled out, but still going really well. I do not know how that makes sense. But yeah, they've broken through here, I guess. It's kind of doomed for Bavarian Mr. Schmittler now, because these forts aren't going to do well, it looks like. And if they just kind of start moving, just move there. Maybe just, you know, do a bit of snaking, you know, whenever you can snake. And come on, just push. Alright, that's so sus. And now the Mountainous Republic, aka no name. And yeah, Soviet Union will die soon. Alright, so Poland and Lithuania is dead, but Romania joined in, but they aren't at war with the North German Confederation yet. And Germany's now just going on a killing spree, it looks like, I guess now. Probably Bavaria is going to be next on the chopping block, I guess. If they do some more pushing, or maybe even just go around here. I mean, just Germans, you can just go around Netherlands and stuff and murder France, I guess. Go, do it. I'm waiting on you. Anyway, Soviets, they've had better days, and that's what I'm saying. And now Romania's pitching in to kill North Germany now. Oh god, and why is there a big thing? Soviets are dead? What big peace deal happened? No, other way around. Did Russia made a peace deal with that. Now Russia got murdered. Now there's a thick co-prosperity sphere now. Belgium, yeah, it's being murdered, and the gang here is being murdered by the Deutschland boys. I guess. How are they doing? Good, I guess. And then take Paris and Yaguchi in a nutshell. Well, now how's Ukraine? They're all at war with the big papa Russia, so they are probably going to get their butts whooped and become dead. And then because Japan somehow took all this land away, good job on them for murdering people. And then yeah, Japan is at war, yet everyone in the Dutch East Indies vibing. Oh yeah, they're not at war with Japan yet. And then slowly pushing it, feels this is giving like a World War I scenario. And Jesus Christ, those German factories are looking good. And then large ships load. What? I've never seen that. And how's their navy doing? Did it just get wrecked by the Royal Navy? It looks like it did. So good. Good job on them getting their butt kicked and still not even being able to push in the Benelux. And that is just disappointing. How many people are they at war with? They're basically at war with two major factions, the Allies and the co-prosperity sphere. Oh, this doesn't look good. Now Luxembourg's in this. Oh god, now Luxembourg's being intervened. No one's ever lost a war to Luxembourg. That's the truth. And now the Allies have D-Dayed here in, oh god, Hamburg and around Schleswig Holstein and Hanover. Alright, well that's not good for the Germans, it looks like. And they've already got a port, I'm pretty sure, yeah. No, they don't have a port. That guy doesn't have a port. He's probably going to die, but they have fortresses here from those insane Hanover boys, so that's weird for some reason. And the push here is doing actually sorta, nah, it's doing trash. They should have killed Netherlands by now, honestly. And then now they're pushing back against invasion. That's good at least, I guess. Well, there's still Polish remnants here around Prešov. Now Netherlands is called what enemy? Brazil. Alright, and now it's a trade-off. Oh my god, so the Italians are trying to invade, and now Carlos Spain can get in the war. So is Italy pushing against France? Like, do they have any units? Yeah, it's just they don't want to bother. Okay, they think it's too dangerous, I'm pretty sure. And Germany, North German Confederation, come on, just kill the Netherlands by already. They're just some swamp Germans. And why there are a bunch of divisions here? Why are they sending? They're sending help to Brazil. If I see German units in Brazil, I'll know why. And I see German units coming from Brazil. I think you should care about your home front more. You know, Austrians in Poland. Yeah, like that. So the Soviets lost the war, and this is what happened to them. They lost, you know, just a tiny bit of land. Everyone here got independence, I guess. All gained their independence, even Crimea, Belarus, and then there's random Tatarstan and Uzavaga, and then Kumi Republic and Yamalansk Republic. So I think the Soviets have had better days. Anyway, North German Confederation, is it me or they're doing kind of bad? And if the Americans intervene, they're kind of fricked. And as well, the French are pushing more against Italia, so they might fall soon. We don't know yet. And meanwhile, in Japan, it's kind of stalemate. So actually turning in the favors a bit for the Allies. I wouldn't want to be in Bavaria right now because they're about to fall. And Mr. Schmittler, I'm sorry, but well, you have to get rejected in Vienna from art school. No, and now you're in eternal damnation. No, Mr. Schmittler, well, North German Confederation just punched France here, and it's basically just made a massive bulge, and it's just stopped, just accepted that there's a big thick bulge in the middle of France, and there's no fighting in Benelux because the Germans have given up. And now they're sending all the units back from Brazil because Peru's sort of doing a counter-offensive, so they all ran off. Yep, I guess that's how the world works, I guess. Meanwhile, they've taken Genoa and La Spencer. I don't know why I tried to act like I know how to pronounce that. But yeah, French then has basically stolen in a nutshell. And Yugoslavia, you're special. You're very, very special in your own special stupid way. And then Austria, they've had better days, and they've had really better days. Alright, so the invasion of Italy's done good for the French, I guess, and also Chinese are here as well, like a bit. I swear to God, I saw it. Yeah, right there. And also, and a massive encirclement here is happening with all these units dying, and it's basically stalled out here, but maybe the Romanians are kind of pushing back against the Germans. If Italy falls, and it's basically allies against the North German Confederation, we probably would know who wins, but we don't know yet. And D-Day 3 is happening in Hanover and Schleswig-Holstein again. But also Munich probably is about to fall. I do not know yet, but the pushing is doing well for them. And also, North German Confederation also has Czechia, but not basically Slovakia. Also, oh god, they've decrypted the thing from the French, and now they're pushing against them. Alright, that's not good for the French, I guess. But they just kind of want to take Rome, I guess. And it was retaken by the Italians because there's no units protecting it for some God knows reason. Do not know why. And thank God they protected it there. And now there's about to be another encirclement, hopefully here near Florence. And yet that pocket has been downed. And I'm viewing as Italy. I better view as France. Now there's going to be a pocket here, and I guess that, the naval invasion failed miserably for the French, it looks like that, or British, and they're pushing here, kind of, and the Romanians, I do not know what's going to happen with them. Wait, just here, look at this encirclement. Isn't that massive? Well, compared to Hoi4 gamers, that's tiny. But to just a normal observer, Jesus Christ. Yeah, the Italian army's kind of doomed. Oh god, Finland's at war with Soviet Union, and they joined the Central Powers. At least there's no border now, I guess, between them. I think, I hope. That's kind of, but there's something that matters kind of more, like bye-bye Rome, bye-bye Italia, and they've connected between Romania, because I'm pretty sure can't send units from here or Turkey will get mad. So finally they have a connection, which is really bad for this area. And this big bulge is just stalled right near Paris. So if they clean that bulge up, maybe when Italy falls, the French can put their units on that, which would be good for them. So it looks like Britain has kind of D-Day Naples, so they've basically got parts around this really mountainous region, which is good for them. Bulges stopped. Italy's not looking too good in Yugoslavia. Portugal's joined the war, and they're about to get their butts kicked. And how's the push doing with the British special units? Italy should fall soon. Yeah, I can see that. Maybe like Toronto or something falls. Maybe because this naval invasion is definitely a success. It looks like here. If they connect with the French, which looks like they're trying to connect, it looks like a kind of encirclement here from the naval invasion, maybe. But wait a minute, you just left this flank open, right? The Italians can just walk in here, take Naples. The Allies aren't too smart, by the way. And also, Iran is dead, it's capitulated. It looks like, and now there's just German units stuck there. Bavaria or Mrs. Schmittler's dead, it looks like. Yep, most definitely. And come on, just die so you can connect the fronts so supply doesn't go bad, because they're all starving to death. And how are these Italians still holding, for God's sake? They have pasta guns, for God's sake. I think they do. While the defense of Belgium is doing well, and same for Netherlands somehow. And I'm just waiting here until these tiles move. And now the British have to send more defense force here. If they connect that tile, come on. Now even British tanks are here. They need that supply or something. They do have that port, but wouldn't it be better? Or ain't the sharpest tool in the shed? Well, Yugoslavia, the Italian forces in Yugoslavia look like they're all about to die. Finally it's connected, so they're going to die as well. And these Italian units. And now they just need to push down here, take Toronto, and I guess the war's over probably. And that's a pretty nice encirclement, it looks like, with a lot of divisions, aka 3. I know, it's so much. And also, eventually, Japan's about to do Pearl Harbor, which means the Americans are going to go in. So the Allies are doing really well in this scenario. Alright, so Italy just capitulated because the British did a D-Day, but Paris is about to fall. Paris is about to fall. Red alert, defend Paris, or this will all go to North German Confederation and they'll win it. Oh my god. And now we have the German Empire is formed with those amazing factories. Oh my god, and Paris has fallen. France has capitulated. Does that mean Italy's back? Italia somehow survived that. And now the German Empire is looking massive and strong with their 17 Fleet Navy and that is a lot of divisions about to wreak havoc. Oh my god, that bulge was successful even though they capitulated. So the British are just stuck there, it looks like. Oh my god. Alright, and now there's a little Normandy landing here, which is all gonna die probably. And they cut the port there, no one can come. They're doomed. Jesus Christ, Germany, you just popped out of the blue, murdering everybody. Good job. Alright, now Italy's capitulated again, but to the UK this time. And hopefully they won't capitulate, so Italy's back. So, Italy's capitulated twice. I hope they are dead. But, yeah, now Germany's going to take it all, because why not? And they're basically just going to be God. And could they maybe form the HRE? Let's have a look. No, they can't. Local agent recruitment. Alright. Alright, so they are looking really good. Yep. Benelux is about to fall with all these units in here. Hopefully soon, or they might stand there forever, causing chaos. And yep, and there's been a massive punch in Romania. So they actually might die soon, which is very scary for the Allies. Alright, so Germany is looking like one of the strongest nations here. So, yeah, I'm ending it off here. I just want to say, good job, Germany. Like, I'm giving them the win because, literally, they were just tiny like Prussia. And look at them now. So, good job, Germany. And guys, I'll see you in the next video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and peace.